You are being called to do things every single day from that voice within you, not the things outside of you. A lot of the times we get mixed up with that voice of what's calling us from influences outside of us, like distractions, other people, other influences, certain places we go. It'll trigger certain memories or programs that influence us, or what we think calls us to do certain things. Like when you're in a certain area, oh, I'm going to go eat this today. But that thought isn't necessarily calling you from that voice within. It's calling you from the past, from those repeated programs that have taken place time after time. But it's from removing these programs that we get clear and start to listen to that voice within that's calling us to our highest good in every situation, in every moment. But it's a removal process. It takes time, and as you begin that process, you start to understand and listen to that voice more and more. It's like, which direction are you going in? Are you going in the voice of fear, the voice of limitation, the voice of the past? Or are you moving in the direction of the voice of the future, of growth, of faith, that's going to push you to be better? That is the voice, that is the constant battle that we are faced with every single day, that we must become aware of and listen and be able to answer that particular call that's going to call us to our highest good in every single moment. But that comes from being so aware in every moment of you thinking of every action that you're taking, of doing the self-reflection, of doing the hard things that you know benefit you. But that only comes from experience. You have to go through the bad actions, the bad calls first for you to realize what the good calls are. Because through going through those bad calls, you gain wisdom, you gain experience. And that's something that cannot be taken from you. That's what you are learning through the process. So don't be upset that it didn't work out, or that you listened to that call and it worked out that way that you didn't want to. You learned from that. So next time you get that call, you know that that's not the right call. It's just a matter of thinking in terms of progress over perfection. Don't think of it as, well, in that moment, I failed there, and that's it. Oh my gosh, that defines me. A lot of people define themselves in those moments, but don't define yourself in that moment. Know that you're progressing. Know that you're constantly evolving. It's never ending. So don't get upset in those moments. Just remove your attention from it. Recognize that it wasn't an action that you want to take moving forward, and revert back to listening to that inner voice, your conscience, that's calling you to do the good calls, the good actions that are aligned with your vision, with what you desire for yourself in this life. So there's a call taking place constantly. And a lot of the times it can be from the people that we hang out with, the people that we're around. They're going to influence us. They're going to call us to do certain things. Not actually call us, but when we're around them, we're going to want to do certain things. And we're just going to naturally be influenced in those moments to do those things with them, or even be the one to spear the idea. But that's why self-awareness, self-mastery, personal development is everything in this life. Because if you have that self-awareness, if you've worked on yourself through a personal development program, through my program, through someone else's program, that's causing you to become aware of that limited self, those bad calls, that's going to cause you to become more and more aware every single day, then you're going to be able to see that more clearly. Oh, okay, if I go hang out with this person, this is what most likely we're going to do. And I don't want to do those things. So I'm not going to hang out with them. There are things that are taking place in your life, and most likely it's going to be heavily influenced by the people that you're around and the energy that you consume, the content that you consume on a daily basis. That's what's going to influence you the most in this life, in your day, is the people that you're around and the content that you consume. What is that doing for you? Is it moving you in the direction of where you want to go? Or is it keeping you the same as you are and keeping those past memories, past energies, past self still alive? Because in the transition from the old self to the new self, you're going to change you. You're going to change your whole identity, which means that the past ways of thinking, the past actions, the past feelings, perceptions, perspectives are going to have to go with the past as well to take on these new perspectives, being optimistic, thinking in terms of faith, looking at fear as an illusion, taking a step with courage to take the actions that you want to take so that you can get the results that you want to get. That's all it comes down to. What actions are you taking on a daily basis? Because if you show me your habits, I'll show you your future. It's what you are doing day in and day out. And that only gets clear when you listen to the call. There is no rushing. There is no hurrying. There's no forcing. It's going to happen as a natural process, a natural progression. So that's why a personal development program is so important, because it gets you on that track in that process, and you just start to naturally elevate, and you start to naturally just do good habits, the good actions that are going to move you in the direction of where you want to go, versus the bad habits, the bad actions that are going to take you further away from that. So there's a call that you're being called to. You're receiving a call every single day. And you have to be wise enough, aware enough to know which call to answer. And if you continue to answer that call in the right direction every single day, you'll grow and you'll get what you want in this life. It's that simple.